Hi friends, welcome back to the current affairs and also places in the news. Friends, we are doing mapping by linking it with the current affairs. So this will help you to retain more things. You will not forget when you try to link the mapping locations with the current affairs. So it will be helpful for you or easy for you to remember. Okay, now let's do the Baltic countries or Baltic states. And also remember, this is the way to do the mapping locations. It's not necessary to do each and everything. Those things that are significantly in the news, that has to be done, and the probability of questions coming from that area is more. Okay, now do the Baltic countries and Baltic states. Why are we doing this thing? So you might be aware that Russia is going through war with the Ukraine. So that Ukraine crisis is happening. All those things are happening. Now these Baltic countries have the borders with the Russia, and now they fear Russia can target these three nations. If you can see the location here, okay, can you see here the Russia? The Russia has access through the Gulf of Finland to this Baltic Sea. That is one of the important points that you need to know. Russia has access to the Baltic Sea. And can you see here the locations? Okay. So these are the three Baltic states that are bordering the Russia. And these are, earlier, they were part of the Russia's bigger USSR. Now, currently, they are also part of the NATO and Eurozone. So they fear in the Russia might target these three nations because of these factors. So this is the reason why they are in the news, and they are also highly developed, these three nations, and Estonia is the smallest and highly digitalized. And you need to know these are the part of the Eurozone, and they also use the Euro currency. Now, if they ask you the question, okay, somewhere they have asked Estonia, Latvia, they are the part of the NATO. Okay, you might think, who will remember all these things? But there is a logic why such questions have been incorporated. Okay, so the city of Narva places in the news. Okay, it is in the Estonia. So there are significant amount of Russia-speaking population. So they fear. Now this can become a threat. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Baltic Sea. Since we have done the Baltic states, let's see the Baltic Sea. Now this Baltic Sea is significant for the reason that though present on the same latitudes as the North Sea, the amount of salinity is low in the Baltic Sea. Salinity is primarily influenced by the latitudes. As you move from the equator towards the poles, salinity will be lowered. But however, in this area, though the North Sea and Baltic Sea are almost on the same latitudes, the Baltic Sea has a lower salinity. The reason is more number of rivers are finally merging into this Baltic Sea. If you can see here, almost 250 rivers join this. So as a result, salinity is lower. This is the important point that you need to know. And what are the countries that have borders with this Baltic Sea? I have given here. Sweden, Finland, all these Baltic countries. You might just have a fair idea. Now, this Baltic Sea is connected to the North Sea through the Kiel Canal. Very important, Kiel Canal. Through this trading happens. That point you should know. Okay. And here in this Germany to Russia, there is a pipeline called Nord pipeline. Through this pipeline, gas is exported from Russia to the Germany. There is already Nord pipeline 1. And they wanted to go for the Nord 2. But this Nord 2 pipeline got stopped because of the crisis between the Russia and Ukraine. Germany stopped this project. However, because Germany imports good amount of gas from the Russia, not only just Russia suffered because its exports got affected, even Germany got suffered. Because the prices in the Germany has increased, inflation has increased, just like in India, because we import majority of the oil. When any crisis there, the prices will increase. Same happened to the Germany, and they faced recession post-COVID. Another important point that you need to remember in this area. Kiel Canal and also Nord pipeline, which is I have given here. Okay, so Nord Stream. And some of the important rivers that are joining in this Baltic Sea is the Vistula, very important, one of the longest river of the Poland region. So you need to know that flows through the Poland and finally joins the Baltic Sea. Another important river is the Oder River. This Oder River forms a boundary between the Germany and the Poland and finally joins the Baltic Sea. It originates in the Czech Republic. This is the landlocked region. You will study more about this thing in the world history, very interesting things. Okay. See, we are doing this mapping in a proper manner, in a proper order. I hope you guys are enjoying this session and it will be easy and helpful for you to retain more things. Okay, now let's move to the next places in the news in the Africa. We have done already enough number of locations in the West Africa. The West Africa is in the news because of the coups that is happening here. And this southern part of the African continent is also stability, is also undergoing through various political crises, but the coup is not happening. There are various armed conflicts are going on, especially in the areas of this Democratic Republic of Congo and all, because these areas are known for resources like gold. I'm talking about the Southern Africa, this part. Okay, this region is known for gold, diamond, copper, cobalt. Now, see, since you are aware, we have also seen this area is known for the oil and natural gas, and we have also seen Chad here. We have also seen an important location. I want you to comment this thing in the previous session. We have discussed very important location, which is famous for the uranium. Then we have also seen about the cocoa production. So with this knowledge, even if they give some kind of options, it will be helpful for you to arrive at an answer by using all this content. Now see, this thing is in the news. This Zambia is in the news because Zambia is primarily dependent on the hydropower projects. But because of this El Nino, this Zambia, Zimbabwe, and this South Africa, these three parts are facing severe drought kind of conditions. Can you see here? Now you will remember where is the location of the Zimbabwe, South Africa, and all these things, because interconnected things are there. Now, because of this El Nino, these regions are facing drought. Zambia is primarily dependent on the hydropower supply, including the Zimbabwe. And which is the major river that is responsible for this hydropower project is the Zambezi River. And this is the fourth longest river. And this Zambezi River flows from the Zambia, Zimbabwe, and finally joins the Indian Ocean. And a very important point that you need to know in this Zambezi River is the Victoria Falls that is present in this region. And what are those dams that you need to remember here is Kariba and Itezi Tezi Dam. So if they ask you in the news, so you should not get confused. Kariba Dam and Itezi River. Okay, can you see here? Okay, this is the Zimbabwe, Zambia. Can you see here Lake Kariba that is present in the borders? Zambezi River originating almost in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Okay, so it will move here and finally joining in the Indian Ocean. Very important, friends. Very, very important. Please remember this thing. And so Victoria Falls, Kariba Dam that you need to know, and areas through which Zambezi flows. Just I have given here, just have a fair idea. Okay, this is Zimbabwe and Zambia and all those things. Lusaka is its capital. Now another thing, recently, yesterday itself in the Democratic Republic of Congo, there is a bomb blast. Okay, so crisis is going on, armed conflict somewhere it is going on in this Democratic Republic of Congo. The issues will keep on going on happening between this Democratic Republic of Congo and all. See, can you see here? Okay, can you see here this Democratic Republic of Congo? Okay, this and let me show you another map. Okay, I think I have not added the map. Okay, that's mine. 1 second. Okay, chalo, let's move forward. So Democratic Republic of Congo is having various armed groups. So all these armed groups are fighting against one another and so facing instability. Recently, there is a bomb attack in the DRC and DRC accuses the Rwanda. And India has very good relationships with the Rwanda, and India provides various support under this ITEC program. Okay, so this is also important, a landlocked country that you need to know. Rwanda and the DRC have the borders. Okay, so if you can see here, yes, this is the map I was looking for. This is the Rwanda and very important location, Kigali. Why this Kigali amendment is important? Please mention in the comment box. Can you see here? This is the Democratic Republic of Congo and there is a Lake Kivu. Please remember this Lake Kivu that borders between the DRC and the Rwanda. Rwanda is a landlocked country. Okay, so here you have the Tanzania. And we have also seen, now see, like I have mentioned, this Democratic Republic of Congo is going through the crisis, and this area is also known for various important resources like cobalt, copper, diamond, gold, and the coltan. So all these southern parts of the Africa is primarily rich in this diamond and the gold. Same is true with the South Africa region. Now also friends, let's do important rivers in this region. We have already done this Niger River and we have already done the Nile River, right? So let's do another important river. We have already done this Zambezi River. Another important river is the Congo River. Okay. So Congo River, it is the second longest river in the Africa. First is the Nile. Then we have also seen this Niger River, where from the Guyana, finally it is forming the delta in the Nigeria and joining the Atlantic Ocean. We have also seen this in this coast, finally in this coast of Guinea. Okay, here you have the oil reserves, and here the warming up of the waters are also happening, and we have also seen the fishing belts are shifting towards the cooler areas. So this thing, the Niger crescent shaped river. Okay, now we are talking about the Congo River. Can you see here? Okay, it will move towards Democratic Republic of the Congo, and finally it joins the Atlantic Ocean. And can you see here, this Congo region already, this DRC also has this access to this Atlantic Ocean, very narrow coast, like our chicken neck corridor. A small corridor is connected to this Atlantic Ocean. Very important, friends. Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, has the connection towards the Atlantic Ocean. So Congo River, this region empties it in the Atlantic Ocean. Very important point. Whether they will ask these kind of questions, whether it empties in the Atlantic Ocean or in the Indian Ocean. We have already seen the important resources of this Democratic Republic of the Congo and places known for it. And also another important point. This Congo is known for the rainforest. If you can see here, this region is the equatorial type of the climate. This western part, it is known for the equatorial type of the climate because this region is known for this kind of equatorial type of the rainfall. And you also have Amazon rainforest type of the rainforest here also, because all these areas are forming on the same latitudes. But however, you don't see such a kind of rainforest in the eastern parts of the Africa. Why is it so? The reason is here in the Kenya or in these regions, the altitudes are high. The rainfalls do not happen as the way it happens in the western parts of the Africa. So you will not find equatorial type of the rainforest in the eastern part of the Africa. You need to know this, friends. Because of the altitude, because of the changes in the climatic pattern, there is no equatorial type of rainforest found in the eastern Africa. Another important geography as well as the current affairs that you need to know. Limpopo River, another important river of the South Africa. This is finally joining it in the Indian Ocean. And this region, like I said, South Africa is also known for this diamond. It is also found in this Botswana and all. Gold, copper. And South Africa has very important, South Africa is known for its important province. Known for the important resource, coal. Orange River, the famous river of the South Africa. And this river goes into the, merges into the Atlantic Ocean, or not in the Indian Ocean. And famous diamonds of the South Africa is known as Kimberley diamond. That is also important point that you need to know. And Drakensberg Mountains are the famous mountains of the South Africa. And Gariep Dam is one of the largest dam in the South Africa that is required to know. Okay, so I have already added here platinum group of metal South Africa is famous for, and diamond, Kimberley diamond. And South Africa has a world leading gold producer. Cool. Okay, we have already done the oil resources in the Africa. Now, if you do this way, you will not forget. We have done good number of content from the Africa. Now, another thing in the news is the Kenya. In the Kenya, recently floods has happened. Now, we have seen the droughts kind of conditions are in the southern part of the Africa, while in the eastern Africa, the floods are happening. And this is primarily because of the concept of Indian Ocean Dipole. What is this concept of the Indian Ocean Dipole? Just like El Nino. What is El Nino? El Nino is nothing but of the warming up of the Pacific waters. East Pacific waters to be precise. The coast of the Peru region. Generally, the coast of the Peru region is the colder water. But however, during the El Nino, this is replaced by the warm water. Simply, that is El Nino. Now, this will impact the weather pattern. This is how the concept happens in the Pacific. Okay. Okay. If I take west, if I take east, the east is getting warmed up in the El Nino condition. In the same way, in the Indian Ocean as well, there is a west and the east oceans. So Indian Ocean Dipole, it is a concept of about the temperature of the Indian Ocean. If you can see here, if I'll show you in the diagram. See here, this is the West Indian Ocean and this is the East Indian Ocean. So Indian Ocean Dipole is again two parts. Positive Indian Ocean Dipole and the negative Indian Ocean Dipole. During the positive Indian Ocean Dipole, this western part of the Indian Ocean is warmer in region. Whenever, I told you already, whenever the waters are warm, the temperatures rises and pressure will be reduced. As a result, this region is known for good rainfall conditions. The climate would be suitable for good rainfalls. So as a result, because of these warm water conditions, these areas will receive huge amount of the rainfall. Now here there is a cool water conditions. And in the same way, can you see here, these warm waters can reach almost to the till the India. And you might be knowing there is a concept of the southwest monsoons reaching the India. And these southwest monsoons come from this area like this. And these winds, which are southwest winds, that comes from this warm West Indian Ocean, and they become much more warmer. They carry more moisture. Hotter the water or hotter the wind is, they will be able to carry more moisture. As a result, you will get good number of rainfalls or good amount of rainfall in the Indian region. So during the positive Indian Ocean dipole, you will get good rainfall in the India. Floods in the East Africa because of the same reason. And but you will have the drought kind of conditions in the Africa. The reason is just rivers, not Africa, Australia. Here there is a cool waters. Just like the warm waters, the cool waters do the opposite effect. Cool conditions, they will reduce the rainfall conditions, especially in the West Africa and the Indonesia. While in the negative Indian Ocean dipole, the reverse happens. Here you have the drought kind of conditions. Here you have the flood kind of conditions. This is the concept of the Indian Ocean dipole, friends. Very complicated topic. I try to explain it in the simplified manner. I hope you guys have liked the concept. Please, if you are liking it, please share with your friends and subscribe, and also comment in the comment section. You can follow this channel. I'll be doing the frequent videos, weekly 2 videos. You will continuously getting it, and current affairs will be covered in a comprehensive manner. Okay, guys. Thank you. Take care, and bye bye.